Hey everybody, have you ever heard of sandable paper? Well, I've got some, and we're gonna make a card with that today. And I'm Melody. Welcome to my channel, Making Melody Crafts. Before we begin, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. All right, this could be a complete disaster, but here we go. You're gonna get to witness it. This is the sandable paper, no white core. This is made by Doris. It's 80-pound cardstock, and let's get started. This stuff is really cool, so I'm super psyched about it. Okay. Let's grab the little emery board and see what happens. I can just get better control with this, and I can get right in there. Oh my gosh, yes. That's the ticket. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this edge, and then I'll show you what we've got. All right, check it out. So that's what we've got along the edge. So a friend of mine had this. I think she had made, something with it, like she had made a couple cards and then she didn't want the rest, so she gave it to me, so I very much appreciate that. I think I'm gonna sand away everything there in the center. All right, here we go. Now I just tapped off the dust that came off of that, the little bit of that outer color. So again, don't blow dust like that anywheres because, you never know what's in it. This could be perfectly safe, but I don't know that. So if you do any of this, do that at your own risk. It's always a good idea, any kind of art projects that you're doing, just don't blow anything away, even if it's just eraser, bits from a pencil, because that way you won't be in the habit of doing that, just in case you were working with anything that, could possibly be, unsafe. So isn't that so cool? Whatever stencil you're going to use, it's a little bit hard to get close to the edge, so just be aware of that. All right, I've got another technique I want to try. All right, this is my scoreboard, so it's got, little ridges in there. I usually use this to score my cards. I think I want to go every 1/4 of an inch because this is the A2 size card, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And when you use any of these scoreboards, you'll just get used to how much pressure you need. Too much and you'll go through the paper, too little, and obviously it won't really work. All right, now I don't know if you can see, but all the ridges in here, let me get the angle right so you can see it. Check it out, pretty cool, right? Let's grab that sandpaper, and I'm just gonna try really lightly at first and just kind of go across. Oh my gosh, it's like magic, isn't it? That is amazing. It creates just an instant effect. I absolutely love it. Again, let's tap it off. Look at that. It's so great. So this is wonderful for backgrounds and everything. I wish I had tried this paper before. I've had it for ages. And then you see where this had a little bit, I don't know how that happened, but a little bit of it got kind of, worn away there. That's okay. I'm going to work with it. And that kind of stuff happens in this style of card. So, it's more of a rustic look. So it doesn't matter if there's a little bit of something else that's already come off. All right, now let's go back to the blue one and let's do some more with that one. Now, if you didn't have this paper and you wanted to create the same effect, I just want to let you know this if you don't have it or you can't find it, because the Doris company was bought out by Michaels a few years back. But you could actually just go ahead and score it, and you don't need a scoreboard for that. You can just use some squishy surface and then like the edge of a pair of scissors, and you can create the same effect and just grab an ink pad and just rub it over the top. So you can get that same effect if you don't have the sandable paper, but oh my gosh, this is so cute. So this is my new favorite thing, I think, right now. And on here, I think I'm gonna make this a birthday card. So I really don't mind this spot here where some of the color came off, but I am just gonna cover it because I love how this looks over here. And this is actually an old piece of wallpaper, so let's get that stuck down. All right, so I just used some double stick tape, and I've got that on there, and it's really strong. I'm gonna let the edge of that show just a little bit. All right, I've got a whole bunch of stuff here. These are just some pre-made things that I have on hand, and then I have them divided by categories. So we're gonna search for some things for birthday. Let's see what we find. And I hope you're enjoying this alphabet series that we have. If you've missed any of the videos in this alphabet series, I'll link the whole playlist here or somewhere around in the video, just click around. And I'm recording this in the evening, so we have not had dinner yet. I have no idea what I'm making tonight. But I'll figure something out, don't worry. That usually just works out. I don't know, I just start like chopping onions or something, and then something comes to me that I want to make. I don't know if you can hear it, but we have had a heck of a storm here today. Raining and whatnot. It was raining yesterday. It was actually it was pouring yesterday. My dog is doing his usual nightly escapades where he begs for food every 10 minutes. All right, I think I'm gonna go with this little happy birthday that I have stamped here on this arrow. I think on this I'm gonna use a combination of the tape in my ATG and then also some of my glue stick. The glue sticks I use are made by 3M, and I love them. They're the Scotch Create glue sticks. I don't work for them, and this video is not sponsored by them, although I would not mind. Yeah, and I love the larger glue sticks. It's just kind of easier to hold on to. I can control where that goes better, and it doesn't run out so quickly, so I don't need to grab another one. Oh my gosh, that is adorable. So really cute. And then I kind of like something down here, but I'm going to leave it alone for now. And then, like I promised, we're going to go to the blue card. And I don't know if I want to do the same effect here at the top. I'm not sure. You know what? Maybe we just kind of distress all the way around here so that we get a little bit of that around there and we create the frame that I love so much on cards. And if you're curious about which glue is better when you're doing, you know, various different craft projects, I have a video all about that, and I'll link it here. Lots of useful information in there, even if you're not a crafter, so check it out. Again, carefully wiping that away. Yeah, I had no idea. I don't know if any of you did, but I had no idea that Doris had been bought out by Michaels. I missed that crafty news at some point. Now, what do we want on here? I think I'm going to make 2 birthday cards. Did you know 50% of all sales of cards are birthday cards? All right, I think I'm going to have that right there in the middle, so let's grab that glue stick again. The benefit of using a glue stick too, instead of, you know, like an ATG or double-sided tape, is that you have a minute to position things. You can move it around, so when it sticks, it's not immediate. And not all glue sticks are like that. Some of them, you know, the different liquid glues as well, they stick so fast that there's no time to move it. That is really great. I like that. All right, and then I'm going to look for something else on here because I think the card is just too plain. I don't mind, you know, more of a simplified card, but I want to have something else, I think, down here. So this card I think I'm going to make for a man. So I'm going to go into all of my stuff that I have for Father's Day, which is just more of a masculine feel, and then see what I want to put on there. Oh my gosh, what about a truck or a car? Oh, that's awesome, right? I like that so much. All right, let's look for, oh, maybe an airplane. What do you think? I'll have to see which is better. A clock. I love clocks. Okay, yeah. I think I'm gonna go with one of those. There's another one of the trucks. It's always nice doing a couple of things ahead of time so that you have, you know, kind of like some pre-done supplies already. It's pretty handy. Makes it a lot faster when you're making cards by hand, just to have some things already done. Spare time, watching TV, whatever, you know, grab some stamp and stamp a few things out and cut them out. All right, I'm going to turn this around just for a minute so that I can figure out which one I like best. I do pretty well working upside down when I record, but every so often I do have to turn it around just so I can see what's really working better. All right, I think that looks pretty neat. I'm going to go with that. And as you can see, I've been wearing my thumb sweater. It was a little bit chilly in the house. My eczema is acting up just a little bit, so I thought I'd wear the thumb sweater. I do try to raise eczema awareness on my channel. When you move something around and you've used the, you know, any kind of a glue stick, sometimes you'll kind of see that, you know, reflecting back when you tip the card. But that's okay. Just grab an eraser and really gently, especially in this case if you're using the sandable paper, but really gently just erase a little bit and then check it again and just keep doing that. And you can usually get off any of the, you know, any of the residue that went beyond the spot where you wanted it. And this truck here, I don't remember what stamp set that's from. And then we've got these little tickets here that say admit one. I think that's just really cute. So let's get those there as well. And then I like to grab my brayer and just kind of roll across it. And then I just wipe off the brayer, so not a big deal. Because sometimes when I do that with my hands, I could have something else on and then I can kind of transfer that onto there. But check it out, right? Pretty cool. So using the sandable paper, I highly recommend it. And now on the back of this, I really want to add this. So this is the stamp that I've had for years and years, and it says, as you can see, send chocolate. And this is the stamp I used, and it's from All Night Media. And I think I just want to put that at the back, and we'll see about the front in a minute. I'm not sure what I want to do extra on there. All right, so I'm just going to put it down, flip it over, and then use a pencil, and let's trim it off. You can also glue it down and then just trim it too, because sometimes it's a little bit different when you get it on the card. It might be a little bit shorter or longer than you originally wanted, but I think that'll work just fine. And if you're trying to decide about, you know, any glues or, you know, tape runners, they have those little ones, right? And I've had those before, but I don't know, they just never really work right for me. Like, it's fine in the moment, and then even if it says it's refillable, I don't know, it just doesn't work. It's probably something I'm doing wrong, but it is not my favorite thing. So I love the ATG, it works really great. There's a little bit of a learning curve to that. It's not too bad though, and I do have a video on that as well. Now, do you think that is straight there? And do we care? I think it is just fine. Good, good, good. And then I might trim that a little bit. It might be over just a hair, but I just think that's cute. Little Send Chocolate stamp on the back. I like this card, and I think I'm gonna leave this as is because it's adorable just how it is, and I don't think that it needs anything extra down here. I am gonna flip that over right now, so when you wanna trim something and whatever side it's on, just flip it over because it's easier to trim it from the other side. So that's what we have. Sandable paper. Yes, absolutely. I highly recommend it. Here's the other colors if you wanted to see. So that was the blue that we used. And under that green, it looks like there is a slightly lighter green. Under the yellow, that's a lighter yellow. The white, by the way, don't bother sanding that. I did it. There's nothing underneath the white. At least not that I saw when I was sanding it. And then underneath this purple, it appears to be a light pink. You can kind of see it on the edge. Oh, there you go. Yep, you can see it there. If you are interested in this paper, I don't know if Michaels carries it because they bought out Doris. I have absolutely no idea. You can check your local Michaels. I've been in Michaels frequently, and I have not seen it there. So maybe, you know, different reselling platforms, you can perhaps find it there. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you've had some fun or learned something, please subscribe, and I'll catch you later.